Hey guys, welcome to the first showcase video for... No, that sounds wrong. Hey guys, welcome back to the first showcase video that I'm doing for my YouTube channel. Pretty much these videos will just be a more in-depth analysis of like the builds that I make for the Build Bytes series on YouTube Shorts. So pretty much these houses are fully furnished and yeah, they're just something cool that I want to show you because sometimes the insides of these structures don't really get a lot of like showcase. It's mostly like the exterior, so this is kind of like the reason why I want to do this. And also because it kind of helps me practice my speaking skills when it comes to long form videos, because unlike the YouTube Shorts, this is unscripted, so I am completely speaking off the mind here. We're first going to start with this house. This is the A-frame house that I did. Well, technically I wouldn't know how long ago I did it because I don't know when this video is going to go up. But yeah, pretty much we're just going to take a look at the outside and then we're going to go inside and then we'll wrap it up and give some final thoughts. So for the outside design, I tried to stick to a simpler design here. So I went for a slope, which is just a pretty simple shape. It's pretty much upside down stair, block, stair, upside down stair, block, stair, and it follows all the way up. This little ledge that I did here on the outside, it was just for a little bit more depth because I just figured it looked a little weird if it was just all one flat side. If you go over to the side here, there is a few windows which actually look into the bedroom, or sorry, that's the storage area. That used to be the bedroom, but it didn't work out, so then I moved the bedroom about here and then made this little storage area, but we'll get to that later. So these sides were very flat, as you can tell, and pretty much the windows, I tried putting as many windows as I could, but it just didn't look quite right on the inside. So I pretty much just added these like I guess you can call them like braces, and I pretty much decorated them with logs, and I pretty much wanted to tell a little bit of a story with this, where it's kind of like the logs were placed there to like provide structure to the building, but over time, with, you know, being in the wild and stuff, like moss grew on them and grass and whatnot, so that's kind of why they have moss blocks and moss carpets. So the front section has a bit of a porch. I just really wanted to stick to the modern design, so I didn't add any fences or anything to kind of work as a not as a balcony, but like I guess as fencing. I did the same thing towards the back, where I just stuck to a more simpler design, but since this is the back, I made it significantly smaller than the front side. I also just pretty much added 2 furnaces here to act like as a tiny little grill. I just didn't bother too much with the details on that one, just because I just didn't think it was that important. I also added these lights on top because this little area was looking a bit dark, and also this was looking a bit plain over here. So for the inside, a little tip, by the way, if you want taller doors, like let's say these 2 doors are just a little bit like too short for your build, typically what I like doing is I like to take like a matching door and pretty much like adding a spruce trap door on top, like so. Oop, wait, wrong way. Oh no, oh god. So what I like to do is take like a block and then put the door like in the way, and then I like to stack up trapdoors of the same type to almost give the illusion that the door like is significantly taller than it actually is. Obviously they won't open the same way, but it's just kind of there to give more so like the aesthetic. And once you enter, you have you're kind of met with the living room area and also this little bit of like, I guess you can call it like a mud room, I guess. There is storage here for anything you need. There's also armor stands. I specifically chose these 2 types of armor because they just match the aesthetic a little bit more. And I have these 2 cauldrons, which are supposed to be filled with water, but they're not at the moment. They're pretty much just there because since this is a house like in the wilderness, I kind of wanted to tell a bit of a story where it's like there isn't exactly running water, so you just use like the water from the basins to like do everything you need. And so yeah, and with the living room, I absolutely love how this living room came out. I just absolutely love the wood tones absolutely everywhere. So with this, I mainly just really wanted this super cozy, like warm area that you could just pretty much lounge at. In terms of like what Minecraft you do in a Minecraft survival like playthrough, this is pretty much useless, but it is just nice. I mean, there is an added benefit of these like cupboards up here, which like are storage, which are pretty useful. And I also added a jukebox, which with some bookshelves, which are pretty useful if you want to store some books. And it pretty much just acts like I guess you could like a turntable, I guess you can call it, which is just really nice. And I also added this like half wall here just to like separate it from like the rest of the house, which I just thought was really nice. Moving on towards the back, we have I guess what you would consider like the kitchen area. Pretty much there's just like I don't know, I guess I'm just gonna call this like a prop, which is like a fridge that does nothing. It's just a button. Oh well, I guess it does a little bit of something. So there's that. There's a bit of storage here. Pretty much this will act as a pantry for any food stuff or farming elements that you may have. And back here we just have a couple smokers and a large chest for other food items that you may want or need. These buttons are purely here for aesthetics. They're pretty much supposed to be like handles for like shelf drawers, so I just think they make a nice addition. And there is a window that looks outside. There's also another one over here, which I just liked both of them there just because it adds a little bit of evenness to the side of the wall. Something that I haven't mentioned is that the inside these like very bright orange walls, these are mainly here to just be like a super cool like accent color where it's just kind of like I don't know how to explain it, but like in a lot of survival gear typically you have like these like tones that like I don't know, like woodsy or grayish tones, and then you have this like highlighter color that's just very like in your face, and pretty much I wanted to replicate that by just using like the brightest orange block that I could find, just because I really like the way that orange matches with like a black block, I guess. So coming back here, there is a bedroom. This is the first bedroom. Pretty much I believe this is the larger one. You just have like your typical like ender chest, large chest, and small crafting stations, and you just have your bed. So this is actually one of my favorite things. I learned this a while back. If you want like just any sort of lamp next to your bed as like a decoration, you can actually use end rods with white stained glass, and you just stack it like that, and it just makes like a really cool like lamp. Yeah, so this is actually supposed to be facing, that little bit down there is supposed to be facing the ground. What you could also do is, if you want a taller one, you can stack it up like that, and now you have a 3-block tall lamp, which is pretty cool. And yeah, this is pretty much follows the same aesthetic as the living room over here, where I pretty much, to achieve this like look, I am using shaders here, but I think it still comes up in normal Minecraft, I guess you could call it. Pretty much I just place glowstone behind, and then I just place that slabs to hide it a little bit, and then you kind of get this cool like fireplace kind of look, which is pretty nice. So I didn't do stairs in here because I just figured they would take a lot of space, and this house is supposed to be like I guess like kind of eco-friendly, so like it's pretty much conserving space at like every angle, I guess you could say. Pretty much I have these stairs, so this acts like a loft, I guess, which takes you up to the storage area where you have storage for ores, building blocks, whatever you need, and you also have 2 blast furnaces and a crafting table here for pretty much any ore smelting that you need to do, which is pretty nice. And then I just added this acacia door here for like a little bit of like, what's the word, Oh, a little bit of symmetry, I guess you could call it, where it's just like you're matching the orange color to something else that is not necessarily related to where this orange color is being used. It's just a pretty nice like detail, I guess. And then you come over here and then you come into the second bedroom, which is towards the front of the house, and you just have your same ender chest, crafting table, and over here for some reason they have a jukebox. I don't know why the other person doesn't have a jukebox, but I guess they do. And for some reason they also get an anvil and a what is this called, a grinding stone. So yeah, pretty much most people typically only live one to a house, so you know, I guess this is like a guest bedroom, but it's typically just filled in with other crafting stations that the main person who lives in the house uses, which is just, I guess, nice. So yeah. Oh, and actually here's the design that I was talking about, using the two end rods with the white stained glass, which makes a taller lamp, which I thought was pretty nice. So yeah, this actually, there is a balcony here technically, which is kind of what makes me label it as like a loft. It's not necessarily like usable, but if you do go down to the bottom, you can actually kind of see what I mean. I mean, it's a little detail. It's not like anything crazy. You could totally just cover this up and you probably wouldn't even tell the difference, but it's just like a little nice addition that I like. And also it kind of exposes these little windows on the sides, which I just really, really appreciate. So coming towards the back, I mean, there's nothing really here. It's just pretty much light gray concrete. God, I cannot remember the names of these blocks today. It's just light gray concrete, pretty much placed along the back. It's not nearly as large, and there is these bushes here, which are just kind of used to like cover up the bedroom just a little bit more for a little bit of extra privacy. So this is actually what the house would look like if I didn't add that extra little design in the front. I didn't add it back here because it's the back of the house. Nobody's necessarily coming to the back specifically to acknowledge its, you know, design. So I just left it very simplistic. And yeah, I mean, it has a patch of grass here just to symbolize that like somebody clearly has walked over here, and you just get to walk out into the woods. I mean, other side as well, you get to do the same. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is a bit of a weird one because if you are a returning viewer, typically like it is very scripted, it is very straightforward. I'm very straight to the point with my scripts. But in this case, I just really, really wanted to get more into this because I want to do more videos like this because I had a blast making this one. But also, I was maybe thinking about getting into Let's Plays for this game, either vanilla or modded. So please let me know if you guys have any ideas as to what I can do to make more long-form videos, because it's something that I do want to get into. I don't want to just do short videos. While I do enjoy them, it is something that I think that long-form videos are just more fun because I get to put more time into them, and when they go out into the world, there's just more. It's just like I'm sharing more with you guys. So let me know what you guys think of that, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe because we need all the subscribers we can get. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you guys really like this video or you like any of the shorts that you've watched, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Okay, bye. I don't know how to do outros. This is so bad.